Hello everyone, my name is Markell Foster, and for this snapshot presentation, we will be covering AfroPunk Festival, the essence and culture. Now, when you think of Afro, you think of hair, you think of culture, and when you think of punk, you think of rock, you think of music. That's all of AfroPunk. All in one. It's the culture, it's the essence, it's the feel, it's the art that takes place under one roof, one festival, with one mission to rock out and to be who you truly are with no convictions at all. That is the AfroPunk Festival, which is held in New York, Brooklyn, New York, Texas, Atlanta, London, and even Japan. Yes, this is a global phenomenon. And in America, it has become the number one multicultural festival today, which is awesome. It's awesome. The mission of Markell Foster's capstone of AfroPunk Festival is to provide a society of culture awareness, views, and history. And what I mean by that is giving you a full insight of what AfroPunk Festival truly is so we can appreciate culture, appreciate diversity, appreciate art. So let's begin, you guys, with the essence and culture. Now, Afropunk started many years ago, where it was all based around film, black films, and there wasn't a such thing as fashion for Afropunk. Afropunk was just a safe place for African Americans to be themselves, to showcase their art, showcase their work, and feel appreciated because in the big world, the main screen, it wasn't as easy and you weren't subjective to be who you are and to get your art out there the way that you should. So Afropunk created a safe place where the essence and cultures can truly be found and truly be appreciated. So let's talk about goals. One of my favorites. So with this campaign, how do we increase brand awareness? Of course, you increase it first. You have to set a goal. You have to set a foundation of how you want this to go, how you need it to go, and how you need it to be. That's with the commitment, achievement, a specific achievement, and your everyday goals, your progress that you make. That can go based around social media engagement, web content, how you present it, campaign, press release. All these factor into the goals that we would set for AfroPunk Festival, the goals that you set towards what you need it is that you want to improve on and what you want to be widespread. So, this campaign will help AfroPunk Festival increase its brand awareness and reputation in the local community by bringing people to the event that happens every year. For this campaign, building community relations as well as social media engagement is important with the future of AfroPunk Festival. Now let's take a look here. Hashtag AfroPunk Fest or pound AfroPunk Fest on Instagram brings in about 41,830 posts. That means it's coming from Brooklyn, Texas, Atlanta, even people that just have an idea of how, if they're feeling inspired and they're having an inspiration. So this chart was built around engagement and Instagram posts on AfroPunk Festival's website and their Instagram page. And the analytics of it, which shows in the engagement, which is 100 plus comments. It necessarily didn't have Afropunk engaging in conversation, but it was the people who attended the event, the people who posted their photos, and the people who felt inspired by the photos. They would leave a comment and leave their thoughts on how the event was and how it went. The purple shows the Instagram post, which is over 40,000. The one common goal is to bring the attendance rate from 70,000 to 100,000, and that will be by 2018. AfroPunk Festival is held every August, every end of the August. So August 2018, the goal is to have 100,000 followers and not just 70,000 per year worldwide. So how do we do that? How do we go about bringing 100,000 attendees to AfroPunk Festival? Getting the traffic to increase from 70,000 to 100,000 by August 2018 is a major goal. Building content, layout, and the design for all social media outlets and website under AfroPunk to gain more exposure and sponsorship. With that, this is a strategy we have. Social media, news, friends, share, tweet, follow, chat, search, like, you name it. We live in the new era, which is called the technology era, where everything media, everyone's a news anchor, everybody's the reporter, where at the click of a button, you can share anything and it can go widespread. That is the word of mouth nowadays, your social media platform. And so, building the content layout and design for all social media outlets and website under AfroPunk will gain more exposure. Even when you have sponsorship, you have people that will support AfroPunk, will donate to AfroPunk, as long as you put their name on it and you boast about them in a positive way. This will build relationship amongst the company and the people that like, share, and post in light of AfroPunk Festival. These are the kind of relationships you build with trust that'll keep people coming back, sharing, and posting. And nowadays, in the world of technology, word of mouth is digital. So let's go to the next part where this is an amazing quote. You have this amazing thing now called fan power. The whole world is linked through a laptop. It's absolutely brilliant. Doesn't it make a lot of sense? Fan power. The world is linked through a laptop, your cell phone, your tablet. That's your word of mouth. And it's brilliant. Now, this guy can be pretty intense, but he's always honest, always sticks to his word and sticks to what he believes in and doesn't sugarcoat anything. And we know him from American Idol, X Factor, none other than Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell is the guy who presented this word, this amazing quote. You have this amazing thing now called fan power. Fan power. That means you have the power to create, to revolutionize anything, any company, any brand, any festival. And with AfroPunk Festival, your fan power is what can mean the most. And how do we go about that now? Through press release and campaigns. Your press release is the major thing in public relations, the major thing in your campaigns, how you're campaigning yourself. What artists are you choosing to have at AfroPunk Festival? Solange, Willow Smith, SZA headliners. These are the campaigns that you post on social media. You campaign your sponsorship, you campaign your vendors, you campaign the food, you campaign the liquor, you campaign the drinks that would be all in attendance of AfroPunk Festival to create something worth talking about, worth people wanting to spend their money to come to. Because once upon a time, AfroPunk Festival was a free event, and now because of capitalism and the money and the attention and the exposure they've gained, more people are coming, more people have that want and that need and desire to come to see what all the hype is about. So with that, traffic can increase. With this, you want to have the analytics of the website, the content, and how that's laid out. And you see, this is showing the unique visitors. It's not really a lot for the website, but it can increase. And how can we increase that? Well, there's a lot of community service that you can do in order to bring that about. And when you think of Black culture, these are some of the list of Black culture's services throughout the world. And there's a lot that, of course, we know and we see daily. Black Lives Matter, NAACP, the Trayvon Martin Foundation, National Black Women Justice Institute, National Action Network, Urban League. These are well-known, empowering Black community service that's captivating a culture lives, but you don't see AfroPunk Festival on these at all. And AfroPunk Festival is always making statements and having political views on what's going on in the world today, what's happening. And so how can we build AfroPunk Festival within these 28 organizations that empower Black communities? Because we want to give back to the community by building a contest via social media. And what Simon Cowell said made a huge difference. Fan power contest, meaning the fans post content on their social media outlets, and the one who has the most drawn attention, most liked, most viewed will be the one who get 2 free tickets to come to the festival, because the festival is ranging at a general admission at 150. So you time 150 by 70,000. No, not even 70,000. Let's times that by 100,000. That'll be $15 million that AfroPunk Festival can make, which is bringing in revenue, bringing in more content, more needs and demands and sponsorship. And yeah, so to achieve these objectives, we have to strategically work to get it to where it is that we need to. So by creating community campaigns and contests through social media and engagement, you can bring more of an awareness to what AfroPunk Festival is. And that's the game plan for it, is to create something worth going to. And just drawing back, we go back to AfroPunk Festival and these numbers. The numbers are low in other places, but of course in America it's pretty high, because there's other festivals that happen like Tomorrowland, Coachella, Governor's Ball. These are events that's just booming because of the strategies that they plan. So we want to do social media, we want to have engagement, and we want to make it worthwhile, worth the time, worth the hard effort and the work. And it all starts with sponsorship, and it starts with engagement and the people that you bring along. So if we get vendors, the vendors can definitely support by talking about their brand, and their brand will be showcased at AfroPunk Festival. So it's like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So what are some tactics to take in order to meet these goals by being engaging on social media, on the AfroPunk Instagram page, the AfroPunk Snapchat page, the AfroPunk Twitter page? Meaning, if we want to hit these benchmarks and evaluate how they go, we definitely have to be held accountable on the success measures by being engaging, by posting tweeting 5 times per hour, Snapchatting five Snapchat videos per hour, posting at least three photos in light of AfroPunk, hashtagging AfroPunk Fest, hashtagging AfroPunk, hashtagging APF, AfroPunk Festival, in order to get these. And by doing that, you can see the numbers increase. And how do you see the numbers increase? Is by using Google Analytics. Is a great thing, I think. I shouldn't have said I think, but Google Analytics to measure like the times and the units and the traffic that's flowing through the website of AfroPunk. And it was kind of hard to get on the AfroPunk and see their true analytics, because that's a private page and they don't want anyone on there. So if we think about how we use our websites and how we've been creating our own websites, and the analytics of the iOS, the phones, the Android phones that's logging into the website, you can get a good ballpark figure of the goals that you want to meet. And we want to really reach and really press for 100,000 attendees by 2018 to meet these goals. So if you have the time, check out these sources and get a good idea of AfroPunk Festival and what the future is. It's a long way going. We have a few more weeks to try to test these things out, to try to test it, Facebook out, Snapchat out, Twitter out, and get it where we're going. We want to be way more engaging be more engaging in commenting on what people are saying and not just let people interact with each other. If AfroPunk interacts with the people, it will build a trust and build a beautiful relationship to continue onward and upward. And for now, this will conclude the snapshot of AfroPunk Festival. Check out Markell good89 at squarespace.com to see more follow-ups on AfroPunk Festival. And yeah, we're gonna rock out these last few weeks and end with something beautiful for AfroPunk Festival. Thank you.